The war in Ukraine has taken a devastating toll on millions. Bombs, displacement, and fear have become part of daily life. But beyond the front lines lies a silent crisis, one affecting the lives of thousands of women. Since the full-scale Russian invasion in 2022, over 8 million Ukrainians have fled their homes. The majority of them, women and children. While men are often required to stay behind due to martial law, women are left to navigate the dangers of displacement, poverty, and survival in a foreign land. We thought we were running to safety, but when you have no money, no home, and no job, you're desperate. That desperation is being exploited by traffickers, pimps, and criminal networks operating across Europe and even within Ukraine itself. According to the International Organization for Migration, trafficking of Ukrainian women has spiked since 2022. Over 1/4 of female refugees report experiencing or being targeted for sexual exploitation. Social media is also playing a dark role. Traffickers lure women with fake job offers in Western Europe, promising modeling work, domestic jobs, or assistance. Many of these women arrive in cities like Berlin or Warsaw thinking they have a real job lined up. Within days, they're forced into prostitution. These women are often held without passports, beaten, or threatened with deportation, a chilling form of modern-day slavery. Inside Ukraine, the situation isn't much better. Prostitution has surged, particularly in border cities and war-displaced zones. I didn't want this life, but my husband died in the war. I have 2 kids, no one helps us. While prostitution is technically illegal in Ukraine, enforcement is inconsistent, and where there is desperation, there are those who exploit it. Some women turn to sex work voluntarily, seeing it as their only option. Others are coerced, caught in the net of organized crime or survival-based exploitation. Even more disturbing is the rise in the exploitation of minors. With families fractured and orphans increasing, young girls are especially at risk. Some of these girls are as young as 13 or 14. They're being groomed online. Once they're in the system, it's hard to get them out. Online platforms and even dating apps are now being used to target vulnerable Ukrainian teens, both within the country and abroad. Despite the darkness, there are organizations fighting back. Shelters, hotline services, and volunteer groups are working tirelessly to protect women and girls. What we offer is a second chance, a safe place, legal aid, a way out. International aid agencies have also stepped in, but the need far outpaces the support. Funding is low, and many survivors of trafficking are left with no legal protection or rehabilitation. The war in Ukraine is more than bombs and front lines. It's also a war on the dignity and bodies of women. A silent war waged in brothels, border crossings, and back alleys. We must shine a light on this hidden struggle, not just for justice, but for the futures that hang in the balance. This isn't just Ukraine's fight, it's humanity's fight. Since 2022, Ukraine has been fighting a war not only on the battlefield but in the hearts and homes of its people. Behind the headlines, a silent struggle grows, one that targets the most vulnerable women and girls. As men are drafted to the front lines, women are left to flee, alone. Over 8 million Ukrainians have become refugees, most of them women and children. In countries like Poland, Germany, and Romania, they face a new battle. Poverty, homelessness, and vulnerability. I came here with my daughter. We sleep in a gym. We eat once a day. I don't know what to do next. When survival is your only goal, you become a target. Traffickers are waiting. And honestly, many women fall right into their trap. All over the internet, there are these job ads promising, easy work abroad. But behind those offers, there are fake job offers and false promises. Criminal networks are out there really preying on refugees. The United Nations actually reports a massive rise in trafficking and sexual exploitation of Ukrainian women since the war began. They think they're getting a nanny or cleaning job, but when they arrive, their passport is taken, and they're told they owe money. Over 1/4 of Ukrainian refugee women have experienced exploitation or recruitment attempts. This isn't just a few bad actors. It's really systemic. It's an underground industry, fueled by conflict and poverty. Within Ukraine, prostitution is illegal, but it's widely ignored. With no job and no husband, many war widows and displaced women feel forced into sex work. I had no money. My son was hungry. What would you do? What begins as a temporary survival tactic can honestly turn into permanent entrapment, often under the control of pimps, brothel owners, or even corrupt police. The most chilling part, many victims are under 18, groomed online, abandoned by broken families, and shockingly, recruited for sex work from as young as 13. They offer gifts, money, and then take them. According to UNICEF, over 1.5 million Ukrainian children are at risk of exploitation due to war displacement. The internet has become a weapon, not of war, but of trafficking. But not all is lost. Brave women, social workers, and volunteers are fighting back. Across Europe and Ukraine, safe houses and rescue missions are giving survivors a second chance. We help them leave the streets. We give them therapy, legal support, a roof, and dignity. Still, the resources are few and the demand for help is honestly overwhelming. Where there is help, there is hope. That's what a Ukrainian shelter worker said. The war in Ukraine has taken many lives, but it has also stolen freedom in quieter, more invisible ways. If we ignore this crisis, we fail the very people who need us most. War doesn't just destroy cities, it destroys futures. Let's protect the women and girls who are trying to survive it. This isn't just Ukraine's fight, it's all of ours. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos.